Creation schism.
So this one day there's nothing, and we're nothing. And there are no clouds, no trees, there are no gods and no weapons. Not a thing is about other than some imaginary intergalactic tumbleweed in a galaxy that doesn't exist and no one to imagine it. So then nothing thinks to itself, what am I exactly? Nothing tries to be deep and edgy. She begins to get a little self-conscious, starts wearing heavy eye makeup, glancing casually in mirrors and hoping no one noticed. And with all this nothing doing something, why, something was bound to show up. She stormed in proudly. She was tall. Her chin was severe, and she was beautiful. And she was terrible. She was. And while she was being, nothing retreated into the background, awkward in high heels that clopped loosely around her feet like they were her mother's. She smeared the lipstick across her face.
The schism, this time in a little more detail for what you might have missed.
There's a little more to all this, you see, than what I was originally telling you. When nothing became something, or when she birthed it, or rather, when something birthed nothing, or rather, when something and nothing began to exist and not exist at all, possibly or possibly not, a third sister tucked herself away into the shadows and undid them, folding the sheets of black into neat squares.
Go on, flash in that pan. This place is youth. This place is growing, changing. There is a pulse and it beats faintly, faintly for the waters who have not run, breathing in gasps of ash and fire that dream clear like clouds that will soar. Lightning crackles and glints like golden ore and all that soot pouring up into the sky ahead. A strike of gold luckier than all the rest we know, and someone felt that first day go by. Conversation with a chimpanzee.
We spoke briefly, deeply, about urgent and pressing matters. We only had a moment. He asked me questions.
Why? Why all this and that? Why all the guns and stupid hats and things all everywhere? Where did we all go so wrong?
He screeched and threw his hands in resignation, and all I could really think to say was something I'd read in a magazine once. Well, Ape, I was paraphrasing, it's all because the economy. I said it impressively, and he raised his eyebrows high, taking note. You do understand me quite clearly, I said, and he nodded his head with enthusiasm.
Of course,
said he, the fool.
Number than before.
Grab that cash and stash it, grab that thing and cling and grin real loud and see how happy we can see you be. How happy can you be when all your friends are numbers? Do they give good advice? Do they braid your hair each night? No, they do not. They sit silently, keep your secrets, hide your shame, and accrue interest. Friends never lie, and you've got a friend honest on every God-stamped cent you own, bankrolls with integrities and trusts, friends who reassure you of your worth. Fact, a pocket calculator cannot feel empathy.
Flame.
I have won this game. I have power in my sockets, I have water in my faucets, I've got a lighter in my pocket, I have fire in my pocket, and no chains and a liver and booze to kill it with. Shit. This is it. The life. This life that I have won.
How Nothing felt about all this. In the background now, with people to actually forget about her, Nothing sighed and hemmed and hawed. She felt empty. She'll always be around, I think, somewhere in the middle of everything and their sister, even long after those two are gone. She's too pervasive not to. The third sister.
And there they were, in the middle of some cosmic J.C. Penney's with no air conditioning, sweating in velvet dresses and stupid plastic headbands. In the center there was nothing, moping, misunderstood, as always. And to her left, the beauty. She stood perfectly. The third sister stood on the right, maybe more beautiful, and maybe even greater or more terrible. Her black curls fell gently around her face. She smiled, and then a flash. The rocks and chimps were gone, and people too, all gone, and on and on. The things unthinged being undid and undo and will undo forever, and here we are, me and you, all back to nothing. How awkward.
That was nothing.